Greetings, cherished listeners, and welcome to another exhilarating episode of Language Elevation. I'm Elena, your dedicated English mentor, and today's installment promises to be a veritable treasure trove of insights, strategies, and inspiration. Whether you're embarking on your linguistic odyssey or refining your mastery, this episode is crafted to propel you toward eloquence. Don't forget to follow our channel, share this episode with fellow language enthusiasts, and leave a review. Your support is the catalyst that fuels our mission to deliver transformative content.
Hello, Elena. I'm positively thrilled to join you today. Each episode feels like a stepping stone toward fluency, and I'm eager to dive into today's topic. It's a substantial one, isn't it?
Indeed, James, it's monumental. Today, we're unraveling the art and science of fortifying your English proficiency from the nascent stages of A1 to the pinnacle of C2 mastery. This isn't merely about conjugating verbs or amassing vocabulary. It's about reconfiguring your approach to learning, cultivating a dynamic mindset, and wielding the language with finesse.
That's profound. I'm hovering around a B1 level, perhaps B2 in listening comprehension, but I often find myself ensnared in a linguistic quagmire. I can decipher much of what I hear, yet articulating my thoughts with precision remains elusive.
That's an astute observation, James, and a quintessential challenge known as the language plateau. It often emerges when learners stagnate, either by clinging to familiar methods or lacking direction for advancement.
Well, I'd escalate about 30 minutes daily. I indulge in YouTube shorts, occasionally tune into a podcast, but I rarely engage in verbal expression.
That's a commendable start, but passive exposure alone won't suffice. To transcend your current level, you must embrace active engagement, speaking, writing, and emulating native speakers. Have you encountered the technique of shadowing?
I've heard whispers of it, but could you elucidate what it entails?
Certainly. Shadowing is a dynamic method where you listen to authentic native speech, be it a podcast, TED Talk, or dialogue from a series, and immediately replicate it aloud, mirroring the pronunciation, intonation, and cadence. It's a potent tool for honing fluency, refining your accent, and internalizing the rhythm of the language.
That sounds invigorating. I'll give it a whirl. Now, what about vocabulary retention? I recently learned perplexed, but it slips from my memory within days. How can I cement these words?
Excellent choice of word. Perplexed denotes a state of bewilderment or consternation. To anchor such terms in your memory, forego rote memorization and instead weave them into vivid personal contexts. For instance, instead of repeating the word at a number of times, formulate it into a sentence tailored to your experience.
That's brilliant. My cat actually did something similar once, so that example resonates. So, personal connections are key?
Precisely. Emotionally charged or personally relevant contexts act as mnemonic anchors. Combine this with spaced repetition, and you'll find your lexicon expanding exponentially. Consistency in using these tools is paramount. Make it a daily ritual.
I've dabbled with Quizlet, but I'll commit to a routine. Oh, Elena, here's another question. What's the distinction between efficient and effective? They trip me up.
A stellar question, James. Let's demystify this. Effective pertains to achieving a desired outcome, something that works. Efficient implies achieving that outcome with minimal waste of time, effort, or resources. For example, the strategy was effective in boosting my vocabulary, but not efficient. It demanded hours of redundant effort. Does that clarify the nuance?
Crystal clear. I love these lexical showdowns. They make the distinctions unforgettable.
Then let's make it a tradition. For our next episode, I'll challenge you with 3 pairs of confounding words: ashore versus ensure versus inshore, illicit versus illicit, ephemeral versus perpetual. We'll dissect their meanings and usage to sharpen your linguistic acumen.
I'm ready for the challenge. One final query, Elena. Can an adult learner realistically attain C2 proficiency?
Unequivocally, yes. I've witnessed countless learners ascend to C2, even later in life. The alchemy lies in three pillars: consistency, curiosity, and connection. Immerse yourself daily, approach the language with insatiable curiosity, and forge an emotional bond with it through stories, music, or conversations. Perfection is not the goal, relentless persistence is. Embrace the journey, and C2 will cease to be a distant summit and become an attainable horizon.
That's profoundly motivating. I feel galvanized to push forward. Thank you, Elena.
You're more than capable, James, and I'm thrilled to witness your progress. To our extraordinary listeners, you're part of a vibrant community of language pioneers. If this episode has ignited your passion or illuminated your path, share it with a friend, subscribe to Language Elevation, and leave a glowing review. Your support amplifies our mission to empower learners worldwide with the tools to master English and unlock their potential. As we draw this episode to a close, let me leave you with this. Language is not merely a tool. It's a gateway to new worlds, a bridge to profound connections, and a testament to human resilience. So venture forth with audacity, embrace every stumble as a step toward mastery, and let your voice resonate in the symphony of English. Until our next rendezvous, stay curious, stay intrepid, and keep elevating your English. Language Elevation is your beacon on this journey. Subscribe now at insert platform link, e.g. languageelevation.com or a specific podcast platform, and join our community of unstoppable learners.